We're fucking back. And monkeys, what?
Boys, it is almost time.
Betting
We are
birthdays.
24 hours away.
Wide.
Thursday Night Football.
Wide.
Chiefs versus Ravens, and we will get to that here in just a minute. But before we do that, we got some preseason things to get to.
Well, welcome back to the fucking podcast. It's been a goddamn
It
minute.
has been.
Season 3, or 2.5 if you will, since we started halfway through the first
Did we
season.
start halfway
Yes,
through
we
the
did. I
season?
forgot we did that.
Oh, I did too.
Season
Yeah.
3, camera quality is still the same as season 2.
Yeah.
But it's a lot better than season 1.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Subscribe to the Patreon. We'll get a better camera.
Exactly.
Get a Patreon if you send money.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so fucking stoked.
Boys,
for
it
this.
is
Yeah.
the best time of year right now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's going to be terrible at work all day because all I'm going to be thinking about is Thursday Night Football.
Well, the past 6 months have been fucking horrendous too, so.
Boys, the weather is a little chilly in the morning.
I know. Wakes up, makes your
Oh.
fucking nipples look.
Have to flip out the hoodie in the afternoon though, but god dang.
I have to apologize. I did not get the memo that we all were wearing jerseys
Yeah.
today.
It's fucking
And,
week 1 and the dude doesn't know the
Sadly,
I don't even think this guy has a Bears jersey.
I actually
Very
don't.
good.
I'm not spending like $150 on a jersey when I
I see you didn't paint your fucking nails either.
I have
so-
not. I will when we play the Packers though.
Huh?
When did that happen?
Well, when his fucking quarterback became a
yeah.
faggot. That's
Oh,
when.
hey,
oh, sorry.
whoa,
Whoa. Whoa.
Where's the dump button?
Dumping?
All right, boys, we're getting back into it.
I'm supposed to say that.
But I did like a tweet today,
Yeah?
and I may win a Roman Doomsday jersey. So
Oh, wow,
we'll
that'll
see.
be worth about $1.50 here.
First off,
few years.
All Pro first year. I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah,
right
okay.
now.
All Pro's crazy.
Okay.
You'll be lucky if he makes a Pro Bowl.
I hope so.
There'll be a lot of
All
torn
right, boys.
ACLs.
Let's get into
the
some
futures.
preseason bets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's do the futures, and then I got some
Yep.
little.
Let's start with you, Matt. What do you got?
So futures wise, I only went totals on wins. I haven't really necessarily picked an MVP yet or anything. I'll feel it out for the next couple weeks because last year that burned me week 1, 4 plays in. So yeah, I had a Rodgers ticket. Did not go
That's
great.
tough, man.
However, I will
I think it was
say
5 plays.
it was 4. I've heard about it
Okay,
for
okay,
6
okay.
fucking months. I will say though, the leader in the clubhouse right now,
You better not do it.
it's fucking Raji. Like,
What are we doing here?
I can't help it,
He's
dude.
back, baby.
He's
He's back.
fucking back.
Fully healthy. He's
Yeah.
been on the ivermectin all fucking
We'll,
season.
we'll get into the Jets, but
Up
so
in the ayahuasca.
yeah, exactly. That's why I fucking love it. My first over/under, I went under on all of these. The Falcons, 9.5 wins.
That's a bit too high.
I do like what they've done over the offseason. I mean, Matthew Judon and Justin Simmons on the defense, whatever, blah. But they lost Calais Campbell. I don't believe in Kirk Cousins, so 9.5 wins I think is a little too much. That's a plus 124. I like that. The Bills. What?
I would say I like the Falcons over.
Oh, really?
I like what they've done. I do think first year head coach, like, it's tough. I could see him getting off to a slow start.
I've never really been a fucking
They also play.
Kirk believer.
They also
so-
play in the NFC South. There's a bunch of wins right there.
Yeah, but I was looking at their
I
schedule.
don't hate it. I think they're gonna get 10 wins.
That's a pure value pick.
Sure,
Plus 124.
sure.
I like it.
Nope. Sure, go ahead.
Next one might be a little surprising. It is a little juiced. Minus 164. The Buffalo Bills. Under 10.5 wins. They lost a shit ton over the offseason. They've already lost Matt Milano.
But they didn't have Matt Milano last year.
They didn't?
He was injured all year. last
Really?
year. Yeah. Their whole defense. was injured.
10.5 wins. I could see him getting to 10. I don't see him getting to 11. So I like that one. I'll save that one for last. The Washington Commanders under 6.5 wins.
Yeah.
Every time I did it, I just got them to 6, and that was with me. That was with me giving them 3 and 3 in the division.
Here's all
too.
I need to think about is you got Dan Quinn and Kingsbury as your head coach and offensive coordinator.
Okay.
I like the under.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Is Dan Quinn still there?
Well, Dan Quinn just got the head coach.
Yeah, he got the
Ugh.
hook.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Their defense was fucking
should've sold
horrendous
franchise.
last year, and I don't think he fixes it in
No.
1 year.
No.
And every time
Atlanta does not deserve a football team.
Who?
Send them somewhere else. Atlanta.
we're talking about Washington, bud.
Washington doesn't.
Atlanta deserves a football team. What are we talking about?
They suck.
So under 6.5 there, that's -102. I like that.
Yeah.
And then the last one. Might be my favorite pick of the entire fucking year.
Uh-oh.
The Chicago Bears.
I knew you were going to do this.
Under 8.5, it is mightily juiced.
I know. 8.5.
Not the under, the over is juiced right
Yeah.
now. And that's
Well,
just
it's because the Bears were the most bet under team this year. Did you know that?
the most under team?
Yes. Everybody was hammering Bears under 8.5.
I feel like everything I've heard has been Bears,
I mean, they're plus
over,
money.
over,
Well,
over.
no, I don't. That may have changed since Hard Knocks, but pre-Hard Knocks, I know. I was seeing it on Twitter. Was the Bears were the most bet under team this year.
We'll fact
Everybody-
check that.
Everybody
We'll
saw
fact
the footage and they were like,
Did you? I'm just saying. Did you guys see?
This
the
is
montage?
coming from the most Hard Knocks hater
Okay,
of all time.
I did. I was like, Hard Knocks is kind of dumb. But watching the Bears, it got me so hyped, and it's dangerous because I'm now fully in love with this team.
Yeah.
And
you are delusional.
Their
yes,
offense.
yes, I am.
They have a
Nothing
lot of
better.
weapons on offense. I will give them that.
Oh.
I just do not. I'm not saying he can't be good, but I don't think that Caleb Williams is going to be that good. I don't think he's going to be able to win
Do you
9
think he's the
football
best
games.
rookie quarterback though, out of all the rookies this year?
Probably not.
Who do you think's the best?
Personally, I think this year or long run.
This year, who's gonna have the best rookie season?
Penix.
On the bench.
Great offense.
I don't know.
Kirk goes down with another injury.
So for sure, I would say long term, Bo Nix. I think is going to.
Whoa!
Bo Nix is Garbo.
Bo Nix is already-
Bo Nix with Sean Payton is going to be kind of
Bo
scary.
Nix is the poor man's Justin Herbert.
He's
Yeah.
he's the poor man's anything.
And I didn't like him in college. I really did.
Bo Nix, dark horse for the Heisman this year.
Yeah.
That was my favorite joke of the
year
year.
11.
Yeah, dude.
Bo Nix
Oh.
still a red shirt.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do think.
I think 8.5 it's a tough line. I think they get to 8
I think it's
wins.
pretty easy.
8, sure.
I-
That's
I-
not no.
I-
You think
I'm
you're
saying-
the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Well, I think
They're
they
gonna have a mediocre season.
I think
no,
so.
You're gonna have a subpar season.
No, I think we're gonna have an okay
Usual.
season. We're building next year. Next year I'm gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, we'll see. After you get the first overall pick.
What do you
again,
mean
then-
dangerous? Like you're gonna shoot up a school after they lose?
No. If my quarterback does not work out, I'm strapping a bomb to my chest.
And I'm headed to JFK International.
I'm headed to Lambeau Field. What are we talking
Start off
about?
hot.
Yeah, I mean, guys, I can't do this anymore.
CIA. If
You've
you're
done it
listening.
for your whole life, bud. Who cares
yeah,
now?
Well, the thing
Saddle
is,
up for another subpar season where you got to find joy in other people's teams.
probably the Buffalo Bills again. I mean,
Jesus.
I love Josh Allen.
I hate Josh Allen.
Overrated.
Okay,
I hate you both.
you got any win totals?
I was definitely on that Bears under
Okay.
because I think
Yeah.
I just think the
Traders.
optimism
And
not to say they couldn't do it.
value
But
is
what-
there too.
what
Plus
they've-
130.
Come on,
Here's my thing.
what they have been. You cannot tell me that a rookie quarterback is going to make them
Okay.
that much better when the organization itself
So
is
I'm
the
with
problem.
you.
the organization
It's
is
not-
no longer the problem, though. Ryan Poles has changed his team. Okay,
But-
you cannot tell
Did
me
you-
watching
did you-
Hard Knocks that Ryan Poles
Ryan
is
Poles
not.
is still there.
To be completely
Yes,
candid.
that's what I'm saying.
To be completely
Yeah, that's the
candid.
problem.
I didn't watch Hard Knocks a single fucking bit.
Well, that's your problem right there. If
I
you
do not
if
know.
you watch Hard Knocks, you would be like, Ryan Poles is a great guy.
I will give it to him. He did bring in a lot of
Hey,
assets this year.
I mean,
but
did we
Keenan Allen.
just look at the
No.
the trade
But
between
34.
Carolina and the Bears? It's
Yeah.
crazy what the value that we got.
Sure, but you're gonna have a shitty quarterback. So who
No,
cares?
okay, is
Oh, you fleeced him in the trade.
yes, that's what I'm saying.
100%.
Ryan Poles has done nothing but bring in great talent. I mean, Montez
Except
Sweat,
for shipping, I don't know, Roquan Smith to the Ravens.
but we brought in Montez Sweat. He's bringing in guys.
Montez Sweat is the poor man's Roquan Smith.
Montez Sweat is a dog. Okay, first off.
Ever since they picked up Montez Sweat, their defense has been
Roquan,
top 5.
Roquan Smith is
their
the
defense-
next Ray Lewis, first of all.
He's gonna murder a couple people.
I don't know if he gets a Super Bowl, I'll let him
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
That is not a factual
It's actually-
statement.
he was never-
Okay, here's all I'm saying is the Bears had a really good defense last year that kept them in a lot of games with Tyson Badgett at quarterback. Okay,
What is
If-
keeping the Bears in the game mean? Like 2 scores?
they were in a lot of one-score games there towards the end of the season.
All
Never
right,
watched.
we've spent way too much
All right.
time on the Bears.
Gosh,
Well-
stop shit.
It's because they're the most interesting team to watch this year.
I don't.
You know what I do like?
What?
Chargers bounce back year.
I do agree. I like me some Jim
John
Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh,
Jim,
sorry.
Yep.
The brother of John Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh coming in,
Mhm.
getting a couple studs at the running back position. As long as they can.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Gus Edwards is a monster.
Gus Bus, love him.
Big old pickup left tackle Joe Alt.
Yeah.
Come on, Justin Herbert.
that
you're
is
gonna have to
huge.
worry
Did you
about
guys see
his
their
left side.
fullback? Their starting
Yeah,
fullback?
3 bills,
Oh,
dude.
bro.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
There's nothing like a fucking 3 bill.
We're running
Pat Ricard's a
downhill,
beast.
boys.
Pat Ricard's a beast. On
We're
the
running
runs.
downhill.
So that is, I'm not super high.
What's our over under?
Yeah, what is
8.5?
the total? 8.5.
Ooh, I
I
like
like the
that.
over.
Yep, I
I
like
like the over.
Yep.
I'm gonna stay away just because I do like Jim Harbaugh. I do like Greg Roman. I do like that offense that they're about to implement.
And
but
I love Justin Herbert.
I don't really know what they're gonna be yet, so I'm gonna stay away.
Yeah.
I think
But I
obviously
like
they lost Keenan Allen,
Yeah.
and their number one's Quentin Johnston.
And I think their number one's
Lad
actually
McConkey.
Joshua Palmer.
Lad McConkey.
I guess they did pick up Lad.
and
Good slot.
reports out of camp has been Justin Herbert has been throwing the ball to Lad McConkey all the
Is Justin Herbert racist?
time.
It is a
Some are
fair
saying.
question.
Some are
That's a
saying.
fair question.
Keenan Allen's not the darkest guy.
And they lost Mike Williams in the offseason too, so I think
Yeah.
that's huge.
Yeah, I do
Who's
miss
their
Mike
tight
Williams.
end?
I love what?
Who's their tight end?
They're-
Hunter.
Gerald Everett.
No, he's gone. I'm not sure who their tight end is actually.
Are you sure he's
Gerald Everett is on the Bears now.
no shot?
Big pickup.
Get fact check on
I'm
that.
fact checking.
I'm pretty sure that is true.
Tight end Chicago Bears.
No, yes.
All right, who's their?
Oh,
Yeah, I will go ahead and give a win total.
That was
And you
locked in.
probably can't get it at this price anymore because the Lions have been picking up the most steam I've ever seen over the last couple weeks. I mean, everybody.
Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst. Okay.
Not bad.
I like
Not
Hayden
bad.
Hurst.
I don't-
I have been seeing everybody and their mother put the Lions in the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl, and some of them I think have them winning the Super Bowl.
Fade him.
The Lions.
I did pick them up at over 10.5 wins at minus 132. I'm not sure if that price is
Fade
still
'em.
available. I really like it. Jared Goff plays a ton, and he's my fantasy QB. He plays a ton of indoor games, and he is a much better quarterback when they play indoors.
Yeah, he's pretty much getting all done
Yeah,
this
but-
year.
I believe they
They-
play 14 games in a
14
dome. Yeah,
games
which
in
is
a dome,
crazy.
yeah.
Like that's why I wanted it to be my QB1. Is I love him in dome games, and I like him over 10.5. I think Jahmyr Gibbs, David
Their
Montgomery,
over-unders at 10.5.
10.5. Well, it may not be anymore because I picked this up several weeks ago.
That's okay. What's your next one, Brad?
Baltimore Ravens.
Yep.
Over under 10.5. Give me that over. They have a very tough schedule.
The
out
end of the year
out of
schedule
the gate,
is tough.
too. I think they got a pretty tough schedule overall.
Yeah.
Well, they're in one of the hardest divisions.
Maybe I'm thinking Steelers end of the year schedule is tough. But
Um,
go ahead.
I think the Ravens have like 9th toughest schedule. Or
Yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Very tough out of the gate. Obviously, big speed bump week 1, Chiefs. But if we can win 3, if we can go 3-2, 4-1, I mean that 10 games I think is very well within our grasp. I think the Bengals are a bit overrated. I think they have been for a while.
When do you play the Bengals?
That's a good question. I think we play them one of the first 5 games, and obviously another game thereafter. I think we play the Steelers like twice in the deeper.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Like-
I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the Steelers at all.
I'm not. I think they've got a little dysfunction going.
Watch your mouth.
And the Browns,
The steel curtain.
the Browns are the Browns. They're just all dysfunction in that
Yeah,
organization too.
Rapist at their quarterback.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Give
FanDuel
me the
took
over.
off. So the Steelers over-under for win total is 8.5.
Yep.
They took off the over and only left the under 8.5 because they know Mike Tomlin is a fucking over 500 guy.
Just barely.
Nope.
Just
They're
barely.
not gonna do
but
it this year.
He has never.
I know he's
had
never done it.
He's never had a
I know
losing
it's never
season.
happened. This is it though. He's due. He's due.
Give me
We'll see.
Ravens AFC North winner. Got it profit boosted up to 182.
I like-
You know what?
182 right there.
After you said division winner, I saw the Colts earlier. The odds have changed. The Jets are now the favorite in the AFC East
Yep.
at like plus 130 or plus 160,
Which
or
is
something,
crazy.
Which is kind of crazy, but I
Wow.
over the Bills. Bills are second. Dolphins are third.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wild. And then just pure value and obviously homer pick. Colts at plus 320 to win the division. Like, I understand everybody's fucking riding the
Now,
Texans' dick.
If Joe Flacco
But-
gets in there, I believe.
We'll see.
I believe.
I believe in Flacco.
Any more on futures?
I
I
do.
think I'm straight.
I do have a Jalen Hurts at plus 1400
MVP?
MVP. Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah.
I think the offense
Better
will
have
be
a
much
bounce
better.
back year. He's toast.
Yes, I think his bounce back year. I think this is his year. I think he's going to get the MVP. I do have Philadelphia Eagles also to win the NFC East at minus 140.
Okay, I was like, what's that, minus 300? Jesus
No,
Christ.
no, minus 140.
Okay.
I like the value on that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I got the Chiefs much earlier in the year. I actually placed this bet in February, the day after the Super Bowl, at plus 750 to win the Super Bowl, and they're already down to plus 500.
Yeah.
Jeez.
not bad.
I also got the Lions at plus 1200 to win the Super Bowl. I also placed that one the day after the Super Bowl last year, and
Bro was not wanting
Yeah,
to give up betting on
the
NFL
depression's hit
season,
real
too.
quick.
so I knew that the Lions would drop
Yeah.
a lot and
Yeah.
the Chiefs would drop a lot. I knew I would get my
That's-
best value
yeah.
right there, and I also did.
Smart.
FanDuel did offer Caleb Williams to throw 4,000 plus passing yards.
Not a chance.
Hammered it.
Not a
The
fucking
only thing
chance.
he's thrown 4,000 times is his ass up in the air.
I hate you for that, but good one.
All right. Are we about ready to go into week
I think
one
we're about
picks?
ready to go in.
Okay, before we get
Okay.
there, I got some trends.
Trends.
Some
All
week
right, here
one
we go.
trends.
Let's see.
I do love trends.
the,
Okay?
Put it up.
the Colts haven't won a week one in 11 years.
10 years. Since 2000, the
Okay.
loser of the Super Bowl
Yep.
in week one, which is the San Francisco 49ers,
Yep.
5-19 against the spread.
Ooh.
5-19. The last 3 years,
Hey, real quick, I'm going to tell you his 5-star pick is the Jets.
undecided.
Keep your mouth shut.
Might
Oh,
fucking
really?
just hold the flame on that one. The last 3 years in week one, unders 32-16.
Wow.
Not a whole lot of explosive offenses.
Yeah.
Since 2003, favorites of more than 7 in week one, which is only the Bengals this week, 14-27 against the spread. Now I forget right at the moment who the Bengals are facing. I believe it is the Patriots.
The Bengals play the Patriots, yes. They're 8.5.
They're 8.5. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away on that, mostly because of the 14-27.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this one.
Oh.
Number one overall pick, quarterbacks since 1970, taking it fucking way back. In their first start,
They're like 0-20.
4-22-1, straight up, 7-20 against the spread.
Come on, Caleb. Break the trend.
Not a chance.
Yes, he does. He plays the Titans this week.
Next one, divisional home dogs in week one, 22-7
Do
against
we
the spread
have any divisional?
since
the
2010.
Colts,
The Colts are the only one.
Panthers, Saints.
They're not home.
Oh, you meant...
Divisional home dogs.
Oh, that's right. The Panthers aren't home. Okay. I see what you're saying now.
22-7 against the spread since 2010. Now, another little trend. Colts fucking haven't won a season opener in 10 fucking years.
A little bit of a contradictory pick there.
It is, but
Which side?
they can cover 2.5 and they can fucking still cash the spread. I do like the money there. I do like the money there.
Breaking news.
The last time they won was in 2013 against the fucking Raiders. And the Raiders were fucking mighty shitty back then. A couple more. Since 2003, dogs in week one division games, which is the Panthers, which
Yep.
is the
Yep.
Colts, which 69-47-2. So kind of
Yeah.
a little closer, but still. And then this one is just like, kind of just shocked me, to be honest. The Saints have won 5 straight week one games.
Really? 5 straight. That's surprising.
Yeah.
Dennis Allen's been the head coach for 4 years? Or is this his 5th year?
Saints?
3 or 4. Because
I
Sean Payton and Drew Brees left.
You know all those games have been huge sweats too. Just
Oh, yeah.
knock them out.
And they got the
drag 'em
Panthers this
out.
week, which honestly I'm not like super down on the Panthers. I think they will have a little bit better year, but
Adam Thielen,
Deontay Johnson.
Xavier Legette.
I do love me some Xavier Legette.
and
That dude
Adam
is awesome.
Thielen's back as a number 2 now, which I think
That's
suits
true,
him way
yes.
better than being a
Even
number
though
one
he was a
target.
damn stud last year in fantasy.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I
For like the first 4 weeks.
I don't know.
And then I picked him up
pretty sure he was like top 5.
for... He was really trailed off towards the end of the season because I picked him up.
well, that's because
And-
Bryce Young isn't.
Yeah.
Trade.
All right, we ready to get into week
Yeah.
one, boys?
I
Here we
just
go.
love me some trends.
Here we go. Thursday night football. We got the Baltimore Ravens traveling out to Kansas City on banner night. We're reliving the AFC Championship game. We have one fan in the building right now that may have a heart attack during this game. Right now, the Baltimore Ravens are 3-point dogs. Over-under is 47.5. Britton, let's start with you.
You know who I'm gonna go with.
The Chiefs.
Wrong. But I'll explain why. Look, the Chiefs' offense has not been as explosive without Tyreek Hill. Now, I do think Xavier Worthy brings a huge weapon to their team.
Yeah.
But, rookie, week 1, we'll see. The Ravens have added arguably the best running back in the past 5 years. I know he's on the tail end of his career.
I actually don't disagree with that.
I like him just because of the offense that he's
Tail end of his career, but that is perfect. We're not going to, he doesn't have to be the workhorse anymore.
Yeah.
He's not going to get...
He's not the entire
he's not
fucking
getting
offense.
yeah,
like he was in
400
Tennessee.
touches.
Yeah.
Like
He doesn't have Mike Vrabel back there like, run it again, boy.
he's not the focal point of the offense. What?
Go again, boy.
So, I think the Ravens have suffered a little bit on the O-line this year. We lost 3 starters.
And you lost
Yeah, that is
defensive-
tough.
you lost defensive coordinator Mike McDaniel. No, not
McDonald.
Mike McDonald. That's right. Yeah.
So that's tough. And we also lost a good pass rusher in Jadeveon Clowney.
Mhm.
We're going to struggle with the pass rush this year.
Good.
Okay, but he was
The Ravens.
best
The Ravens can
Yeah.
bring in anybody, and he just turns into prime whatever he is. Like,
Listen. Ever since I've watched Kyle Hamilton play, I've watched the Ravens probably like 4 weeks straight last year, just like
Kyle
strictly
Hamilton
watch.
is
He is a fucking dog. Yeah,
Dog.
and Roquan
He gives
just
me a
controlling
little
the defense.
Bob
like,
Sanders.
dude,
kind of
yeah,
vibe. He just
exactly.
goes and puts his head on
Yeah.
somebody's fucking
Oh, he's
throat.
great.
yeah, he's unbelievable.
So that being said, I think the Ravens' offense is going to be renewed. I think the threat of Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson is really going to open up the passing game for Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman. Mark Andrews should be back healthy. I don't know if he's going to play, but he did practice
Why wouldn't he?
last
I was gonna
week.
say, is he questionable?
He's
right now?
practiced last week, and I think it was up in the air, but
Okay.
it seems like he's trending.
Yeah,
he's gonna
I have
play.
a feeling he's gonna go.
He should play, and I think they're going to get it back.
Yeah, I'm actually with you on that one, Bradford. I don't think the Chiefs are going. They are going to be much more explosive this year, just because they strictly have to be more explosive.
Yeah.
like
Their
their
defense is not
defense
gonna be
is
good.
not going to be as good as it was last year. They lost L'Jarius Sneed. I don't know if Frank Clark is still there. I think he
Sure
is. I think he is, but
They also lost one of their linebackers.
yeah, I just.
Can't remember who it was.
I mean, they have a lot of returning pieces, but I just don't know if they can really duplicate what they did last year. Last year was kind of a really stellar season, and they only, in my opinion, they only won the fucking Super Bowl because of their defense. Yeah.
And Taylor Swift.
And also, I will say this: I may have been the Chiefs' biggest hater last year. I hated the Chiefs. I hated the media coverage, and you know what? I'm not doing it again. All right, I've changed my ways because I like Patrick Mahomes when he's exciting. I like when he's doing cool things. He did not do a single cool thing last year.
back pass.
And
doing cool things.
I like when he okay. If the media is gonna cover him like he's Jesus,
listen,
okay.
you can't listen to fucking Collinsworth talk about.
Oh,
Mahomes
see, that's what I'm
for
saying.
4 quarters.
Here's a guy.
Yeah. I can't listen to the media go on and on about how Patrick Mahomes is the next coming of Christ, and he goes out and he's below average. I mean, he played several games last year where he was a below average quarterback, and yet everybody just looked over it. Okay, and that was my whole thing last year.
Are you switching because
clear.
they're starting to glaze Caleb Williams like they did?
No. I'm
He
legitimately
threw a
changing.
fucking screen pass to DeAndre Swift that went for like 25 yards, and they're like, "Oh my God, this guy's the greatest
Okay,
fucking quarterback."
that's not what
Pat Mahomes."
No. I'm legitimately saying that I believe that I like the Chiefs' offense when it has speedsters and Mahomes is throwing downfield.
Get him
Okay.
Henry Rose.
Yeah, go ahead. Throw him on the team.
Throw him behind the
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
like their receiving core.
That's what
Hollywood
I'm saying.
Brown,
That's what I'm saying.
Rashee Rice,
Give me.
Xavier
I hope
Worthy.
Hollywood Brown gets lit up going across the middle.
Well, he's not playing.
He's not playing.
Yeah.
For
I'm telling you,
Hollywood.
give me Andy Reid cooking up just genius game plans. All right, and I'm in for it.
Let's get,
You know,
let's
I
get
will.
this
I will
straight.
go to my grave saying that Patrick Mahomes did not win the Super Bowl last year. That was Steve Spagnuolo and that defense.
No, let's
All
get
right?
this clear. It's
Maybe not
Andy.
an
It's
injury.
Andy goddamn Reid.
I
He's
love.
the MVP.
I
of
love
that
Andy
team.
Reid, man.
Yeah.
He's an absolute genius.
Give me all the Andy Reid I can.
Give
have.
me a cheeseburger wide.
wide. You know what?
As much as I hate the Chiefs, Andy Reid's
And
a
you
dog.
know what?
Love Andy Reid.
3 is a tough bet for me because I do think the Ravens keep it close. I would buy the Chiefs down to 2.5. I maybe would put them in a money line parlay.
minus 152.
And you know what? Over under 47.5. Give me the over. I think it's going to be
Really?
a shootout. I think it's going to be a shootout. I was leaning towards the under.
Quite a defensive battle.
I don't know. I don't think the Chiefs' defense is going to be quite as good. I think the Ravens are going to be able to put up some points, and I think the Chiefs' offense is going to come out swinging because they're going to want to get their guys, going. I think Travis Kelce is going to do a lot of what he did last year, where he sucks through the regular season and then turns it on.
Final score 58-17. Ravens.
That's the over. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the over. I'm hoping because it's juiced the under right now, and I'm kind of hoping it drops another point maybe before tomorrow night. But everybody's gonna be on the over because it's a Thursday night season opener.
Yeah.
Probably ain't gonna get it, but
I don't like taking totals, but
I know.
I lean the under.
I just want an electric game. I'm probably not gonna put a whole lot of bets. I'll probably throw some anytime touchdown scores. on
Ooh,
this one.
speaking of that,
Yeah,
I do
Derrick
have
Henry,
a.
TD, come on now.
So yeah,
money.
Derrick Henry minus 125.
yeah.
Easy money.
I took that because minus 125 for Derrick Henry to get a touchdown. What the fuck are we talking
line
about?
and that fucking
Yeah.
Just the,
Give me Lamar Jackson plus 210.
I don't mind that. I like that actually a lot.
Who are they gonna?
I
stop?
That's
took
what I'm
a
saying.
flyer here. Chiefs rookie Carson Steele. Anytime Tud plus 1,000.
Oh, we love
He
four-digit dogs.
He does enjoy hitting up those no-name receivers in the end zone.
Yeah, he
so.
does. All right, we got any more on the Thursday night game?
Nope,
No, we
that's all
should
for
move
me.
on.
All right, boys, here we go.
Get fired up.
Friday
Fired up.
night at 8:20 in Brazil, underneath the Jesus statue, we got the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, the Eagles are 2.5-point favorites. Over under 49.5. Really high total. Is this the highest one of the weekend? Yes, it is. Nope, we haven't 51.5. But traveling to Brazil. What do we got, Matt?
Well, I think both teams had to make new jerseys for this game
Because the green.
because of the green. And
Somebody's wearing green. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Whoever's wearing green is dying.
I think.
I think the Eagles are black and white, and then the Packers made special jerseys for
Really?
this game.
Oh wow!
White.
I thought I
White
saw the
and
Eagles
black,
were wearing
maybe.
green. Maybe they were all told not to leave their hotels though.
Yeah, I would.
This is crazy. This is crazy that they're playing in Brazil.
Fucking the highest. Crime
They're like,
rate.
you guys aren't allowed to bring your families.
Yeah.
Do not leave the hotel. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't have an actual pick for this game. If I do had to lean one way, only because, I mean, the Eagles at the end of the season last year was just one of the biggest melts I've ever seen.
Well,
To start 10-1 or whatever
And
it
they
was.
lose
Yeah.
the last 6 games.
Yeah, like-
and putter into the playoffs and get beat by the Baker Mayfield. led.
Yeah,
Baker Mayfield.
Buccaneers. Wide.
Biden.
Yeah, I'm not very high on the Eagles. I do, and I know you're gonna hate this. I do enjoy the Packers. I'm not super stoked that the Packers gave Jordan Love all of that money.
It's crazy.
Like,
man.
I
He's played
think-
like
I
5 good games.
Yeah, I think you gotta have one more year of just like prove that you can do it all year long.
Let that man count his paper.
Yeah, sure.
Take your money.
They have nobody else to pay right now.
You know what?
So
Take the
everybody
money
else is on a rookie
and
contract basically.
give up. Just give up. For this month.
I do like the new addition of Josh Jacobs to the backfield,
I do like
and
Josh Jacobs.
with AJ Dillon
I
getting
don't know.
hurt.
It's a downgrade from
Aaron Jones is
Aaron
better,
Jones is
though.
a fucking beast.
I think,
love Aaron Jones.
yeah, it's different style running
Yes,
backs.
it
For
is.
sure
So-
different.
And which is why AJ Dillon going out, I really enjoy Josh Jacobs now.
Oh, I'm glad. I do not know why they continue to feed AJ Dillon carries. That man is the slowest human being on earth.
Yeah, but
Poor man's Derrick Henry.
yeah.
That is.
The really poor man.
Yeah, I was about to say that's Brazil level Derrick Henry right there.
Yeah.
Poverty
So,
level Derrick Henry.
all that to say, I don't really have a side, but I would lean the Packers.
Okay, Brenton.
I know Jordan Love did look pretty rough in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
That's the preseason.
Yeah.
He's probably throwing shit. It doesn't matter. He's just out there trying some shit.
Yeah.
I think he looked stellar in the playoffs last year. To be honest, I mean, they should have been in the NFC Championship
Yeah.
game.
Pretty close to
Very
being the Lions.
close. Very close.
Who they play? They played the Lions.
They played the
And the divisional
49ers.
round?
49ers.
The 49ers had a second.
That's right.
comeback.
And
It was my favorite
but
thing
it
ever to
was
watch.
very close.
Yeah.
And I thought he played a great game. Obviously, you know.
New defensive coordinator for the Packers, which I think is huge. Because
New offensive coordinator, Kellen Mond. Or for the Eagles, sorry.
I was like, what?
I think the Eagles.
Kellen Mond is a backup quarterback.
They
for
took
Kellen Moore.
Moore is,
Yep.
yeah.
They took a
Whoopsie.
real step back last year. The Eagles did. You know,
Basically
Super Bowl hangover.
Kellen Moore's a dumb dumb.
Give me the Packers money.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We're going with the Eagles. I like Kellen Moore. I think he runs an up-tempo offense. The years he was in Dallas, he had a top 5 offense every year.
We have forgot to mention the newest addition to the Philadelphia Eagles also, Saquon Barkley.
Ooh, forgot about
As
him.
long as he can stay healthy, I mean,
Beast.
he should
They
have.
better feed that man.
I think the Eagles got several good pickups. I think they got a good offensive coordinator. They picked
They
up
still have
Saquon
a
Barkley.
great receiving core.
Yes,
CJ
Devontae
is
Smith.
back.
CJ's back.
Darius Slay.
Slay's still
Darius
back
Slay.
in.
And I love their receiving core. I love their
Fletcher
running
Cox
back.
did retire.
I-
Jason Kelsey.
I don't
is
mind
Crazy.
retired.
You should
They
just
got-
came
they
back
got-
and
hey,
won
You know
more.
what? They got a couple of white cornerbacks back there. White
fucking
cornerbacks.
Cooper DeJean
Yeah,
back there,
yeah,
bud.
baby.
And I'm going to go with Philadelphia Eagles minus 2.5.
Just take him on the money line.
No, I'm going to take a minus 2.5.
Tell you what, boys, these D tackles do not get enough glory.
Oh,
Fletcher
Lane
Cox
Johnson.
was an absolute.
Oh, D tackles.
stud,
for sure.
bro.
Yeah.
For years. I mean, how many years in a row is it just Fletcher Cox is
Yeah.
eating shit off the
Yeah.
middle?
Give me the under as well. Traveling all that way to Brazil.
Yeah, I like that.
Under 49.5.
49.5.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
that's way too high.
Yeah, I actually like that a lot.
I enjoy Friday
Unless
night
Jordan
game.
loves airing that bitch. out.
No, Jordan Love will be dying by a gang shootout tonight.
Let's
Good.
hope not.
I've ordered a hit.
Jesus Christ. Dump it.
It was
Dump it.
Somebody hit the dumb button!
$37.50 USD. is how much that cost.
Yeah. All right, boys. Let's move on to Sunday.
Okay.
Let's get a good Sunday slate in. We got the Tennessee Titans traveling to the Windy City to take on the beloved Chicago Bears. Right now, the Bears are 4.5-point favorites, which is pretty insane, I'm going to be honest. Over-under is 44.5. Let's start with you, Brenton.
When are we gonna make Friday Night Football a thing? That'll be.
Because the NFL does not like to interfere with high school football. They try to stay away from Friday nights.
Is that on Prime?
Okay, who cares?
I'm not sure what that's on.
I think it is. Okay, anyway.
This is gonna be. This is a tough one. Honestly, I think the Tennessee Titans are probably they could be the worst team in the league this year.
They have a
Will
terrible
Levis,
receiving core.
Trash. Now, I mean, I love Calvin Ridley, but he's
They,
no number one.
the Tennessee
anymore.
Titans have one of the fiercest wide receiver cores in 2016 right now. They got DeAndre Hopkins and Calvin Ridley, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
Calvin-
2017,
Calvin
2018.
Ridley's a stud.
Calvin
Or
Ridley is a dog.
was.
He was.
No, he is a dog.
He was
nobody
not good last
But
year.
somebody needs to be able to throw him the ball.
He was good for like 2 games, and then he was not doing anything the rest
The
of the year.
Jaguars are fucking terrible.
I do
Well.
pick up Tajay Spears. I think Spears will be the lead back of that offense.
No.
You don't
Tony
believe in
Pollard.
Tony Pollard?
No, I think Tony Pollard's bozo. After his
I think
last
he's a
season
great
in
number
Dallas.
2. I think he'll be stealing a lot from Dodgers.
Probably.
Is,
But that's why he's a good
is
player.
Spears the number one? Are we positive?
Well, I think it's a committee. I don't think
Yeah, it's
one
gonna
is
be a
either
committee.
I don't think we could call either one of them a number 1, but I think Tony Pollard is
Not
at his
after
best when
have
he's
the
splitting
doctors
carries.
surgically tear his ACL.
Boys, we are wishing a lot of injuries and death. upon
Nobody's
Clemson.
wishing. I'm guaranteeing.
You're paying. Yeah.
So I actually, the Bears did make a lot of good moves this offseason.
Yes.
And you know what? I'll take them.
Whew.
Minus 4.5. I just think the Titans don't really have a good offense
Yeah.
because I really don't trust Will Levis.
Sure.
And I think Caleb Williams can push the ball down the field against a shit defense.
I like what you're saying.
So I'll take the Bears minus 4.5.
What do we got, Matt?
I'm gonna have to disagree on
That's
this
all right.
one. And I am
I was going to say, you're betting on the Titans?
like notably one of the biggest Titans haters there is. But Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Boyd, those are your 3.
I do like Tyler
Pretty
Boyd.
great offense. Yeah.
Tony Pollard is the number 1 technically. They just got Peter Skoronski as a tackle. I think it was last year in the draft. They also picked up L'Jarius Sneed in the offseason.
Oh, I forgot they got L'Jarius Sneed.
He's not that good overrated.
Okay,
He only
that's an
cost a
absurd
game-altering
statement.
fumble
Yeah,
on the
he
1
only
yard
won
line.
Yeah.
the AFC Championship.
Yeah. So, And then, obviously, Jeffrey Simmons up front is an absolute dog. They have Danico Autry is out for like the first 6 games because of a PED thing or whatever. And, if you don't remember my fucking stat, number 1 overall quarterback since 1970, 7-20 against the spread. 4-22-1 straight up. So,
If he wins this game, he's Hall of Famer.
I genuinely don't mind the Titans at plus 160 to win the game outright. I will sprinkle on that.
False.
I'm going to 5-star Titans plus 4.5. There is no shot that the Bears cover that many points.
Fake news.
No fucking chance. I don't have that.
Okay.
That's going to be... Game A is obviously Colts Texans. Game B is fucking Bears Titans.
All right, boys. I do agree. 4.5-point favorites week 1.
It's absurd.
It is a lot. Okay.
For a rookie quarterback?
For a rookie quarterback, especially in his first start, but his weapons are so good. The defense is really good. I honestly lean the under 44.5. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. I think it's going to be ugly. I think we do get the win this week. So I like the Bears in a money line parlay. I'm staying away from the 4.5 though. That's just a lot to ask for week 1 quarterback, rookie quarterback. But I think the Bears get it done. I think we start with a win. I think it's a great start to the season. Let's go out and win one. That's all I want to see. I want to see us, perform well. I want to have high hopes at the end of the season. I'm not asking for playoffs. I'm not asking for craziness, but I just want good. I want to see building in the right direction. I want to see building in the right direction. That's what we want to see.
You want like 5 wins?
Buddy. You're getting on my nerves.
All right.
We got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Atlanta to take on Kirk Cousins and the Falcons. Right now, the Falcons 3.5-point favorites, over under 42.5. Matt, what do you got?
Another one of these games where I don't necessarily have a pick. We already talked about the Falcons.
Yep.
I do like what they did on the defensive side. Not totally thrilled about what they have on the offense. Drake London as a number 1 receiver is not really ideal.
Drake London is a stud number 1 right
Yeah, okay.
What did they add on the defense? Let me know.
What do you mean?
They
They
added
added Matthew Judon.
Matt, yep.
Justin Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They got rid of Calais Campbell.
They also have
which I think
Raheem
is-
Morris as the head coach.
No, he's with the.
He's an ageless wonder for a DN. Come
Yeah.
on, dude.
He's
he
with
produces.
he's with the Dolphins now, I think.
But Raheem Morris,
Jason
head coach. I really like Raheem Morris.
Yeah. Steelers, obviously the quarterback controversy throughout the entire offseason. Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, blah, blah, blah. I think it is good to start with Russ because they can ground and pound Najee Harris right up the fucking gut, get the play action game going, and then
And
Russ
Jalen
can
Warren.
Yeah. I think,
Yeah, Najee
Personally-
Harris is shit.
well, I think with Arthur Smith's offense, though, it is a strictly ground and pound fucking offense. And they work well off the play action. So I like that. I like George Pickens, obviously, and I fucking love Mike Tomlin.
Who's
So-
the goddamn QB?
Russell Wilson starting. Yeah, he's starting.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
I don't like
He was
it
nominated
either.
captain, buddy.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's Captain Russell Wilson.
Danger.
Here we go. Steelers.
He's probably giving
Here we go.
He's probably giving out like
Russell.
fucking Subway coupons in the.
He's like, hey, go get
Here's
yourself.
Danger.
Here's a Danger, buddy. Get yourself Danger.
50% off 12 Subway subs.
Yeah. I don't have an official pick on the game. I probably will throw it in a parlay, but 3.5, the number right there. I just
Yeah.
like the Steelers. If they don't win, to keep it close.
Britton.
You know, the more that I think about Kirko Chains and that Falcons offense with Bijan Robinson
I
back
like
there.
Bijan.
Bijan's an animal. Drake London. Come on, dude.
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts is
Injured.
going to have a breakout year.
Darnell Mooney.
I like
Hey,
Mr.
he's not
Darnell
bad.
Mooney.
He's not bad.
Okay.
Kyle Pitts is injured
I mean,
already.
not bad for a
Really?
wide
Yeah,
receiver.
he did something in practice today. He's questionable for week 1.
Yeah, he'll be there.
He's a bum.
He'll be there. If they just throw him the ball, I feel like he's very disinterested as soon as he doesn't touch the ball.
Yeah, true.
So if
And I mean, if you have Desmond Ritter as your fucking
Yeah,
quarterback,
yeah.
it's kind of tough.
But
Then, I mean,
you've got a real
The
journeyman
Falcons
who
were
knows to get
playoff
to get the
contenders
ball out.
last year, and they have one of the most significant quarterback upgrades of any team this year. Even though Kirk Cousins may not be a top 5 guy,
fucking Julep
like,
could have went.
that's what I'm
been a
saying, it's
quarterback
like-
and played better than fucking.
that's what I'm
Desmond
saying.
Ritter,
It's
so-
like they kept everything a lot the same. Their defense improved, and they got a much better quarterback. I think they're a playoff team.
Deion Jones still there?
No.
linebacker.
I don't believe so.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm actually gonna take Atlanta Falcons
That's
money
cool. I
line.
didn't take what.
And I'm gonna parlay that.
Alright.
Oh,
Falcons money line?
I'm gonna take Falcons money
I'll
line.
take
And
Falcons minus 3.5. Fuck
I like
Mike
that.
Tomlin.
I like that. Falcons money line, and I'm parlaying that with Bengals, and I'm buying them down to minus 2.5.
The
I like,
Bengals?
yeah, the Bengals buying down to 2.5. Falcons money line, parlay it together.
Just take a money line at that point. What's that give you?
It gives you they're minus 420 money line, and to buy them down to 2.5, I got
What,
them
minus 350?
minus 350. Yeah,
Okay. What's the extra 70 cents of juice?
it gets you to it gets you to plus 110 instead of like minus 120.
Yeah, okay.
Why not? I mean,
Whatever suits your fancy. I
Hey.
guess. I mean, they are going against the Patriots.
that's what I'm saying. It's like Patriots are gonna be the worst team in the league.
Either way, I'm just excited to watch the sideline battle between Russell Wilson and Justin Fields unfold. They're going to be at each other's throats. Sounds like Russell Wilson's been a real animal.
Yeah, Russ
is tough to
Russ is
handle.
going to start about 5 or 6 games this year. So
And then they're going
Alright.
to switch to Justin Fields and shit the bed.
next to probably one of the most interesting matchups of the afternoon slate, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling over to Miami. Very short trip. Right now, the Dolphins minus 3.5 point favorites. Over under 48.5. And I like this game. I think it's going to be a shootout.
Really?
I like it. Yeah.
I'm so low on the Jaguars.
What do you mean? A shootout as in like the Dolphins are going to score a lot of points and then the Jacksonville Jaguars players are going to kill themselves after the game?
Do not
I think,
slander
I
Dougie
think he
P.
means Tyreek shooting loads all over his 9 baby
He's
mamas.
yeah. He's gonna have.
He's
He's,
getting a few
actually
more
gonna.
baby mamas than
He's
that.
gonna actively have 3 kids during this
Yeah.
game. Britton, what do you got?
Dude, give me the Dolphins. I might even get him. Buy him up to minus 6.5.
I knew that was coming as soon
Come
as he
on.
fucking said
Come
it.
on,
The
dude.
tone in his voice.
Buy him up to minus
I missed
6.5.
Yeah, I'm with Bradford on this one. I don't see the Jaguars keeping it close at
I'm
all.
actually gonna do that.
I think it might be the last year for Dougie P, and
Mm.
they just spent all of their money on Trevor Lawrence, so
Yeah.
they might be fucked for a little bit.
No, I actually like the Jags. I think they're kind of getting discounted. Trevor Lawrence was injured last year. Their defense was not that good. I think they had a lot of injuries with their receivers. But I think the Jags are going to be better this year. I like over 48.5. I'm really staying away from the spread on this one. I'm not sure how it's going to go. If I had to lean aside, I'd pick the Dolphins, though.
Tyreek Hill, anytime touchdown.
Yep, that's a
What are we doing?
good one. All right, next game. Patriots traveling to Cincinnati to take on Joe Burrow, or slim shady Joe Burrow with that hair.
Some tips.
Right now,
He's gonna get.
Patriots are 8.5 point dollars. Over under 40.5.
What's the odds on Joe Burrow getting injured week 1?
Not a chance.
I'll take it.
Matt, what do you got?
Not a whole lot on this game. The 8.5 is way too many points for week 1. I do think the Patriots are going to stink, but Jacoby Brissett, talk about journeyman.
Hey,
I mean, dude's been around the league. He can keep a game.
the guy
close.
covers spreads.
He'll win you a couple games
Yeah.
too that he's not supposed to win. So I and the Bengals always start off slow. I don't
Yep.
think that they will this year. I think other than the Chase contract, Jamar Chase.
Which he will return to practice.
He
He
did-
You're imagining he plays week 1.
yeah, I would assume, and who knows? Fucking him and Joe Burrow, for all we know, have been slinging the ball in the backyard for the past 2 months
For
too.
sure,
So
for sure.
like,
They're boys.
and
They're
they've
boys,
played together
LSU
for
boys.
exactly.
Yep.
So I don't have any like loss of faith in that at all. But just 8.5 points for week 1 is too many.
That is a lot of points. Britton?
It'll be a parlay piece.
No faith in the Pats, to be honest.
No,
they could
not
go
at all.
out. They're probably going to put up like maybe 10 points. So I honestly, I would take that minus 8.5 Bengals.
Mm.
I just don't think the Pats have any offense.
And Bengals defense last year was subpar at best. Lou Anarumo is going to bring the boys back
Yeah.
around.
I mean, the
I do have
The
faith.
Patriots' point total is 14. Like, that is crazy.
Really?
Well, just look at 40.5 is the total, 8.5 point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 14,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I mean, the Patriots just, nobody has faith in them. And honestly, this is the exact spot where, like you said, the Bengals come out a little bit slow. Jacoby Brissett, I like him a little bit more than most guys. I think he's a really good backup QB. I just 8.5 is a lot of points, especially week 1.
Mediocre.
I don't think I'll actually put any money on.
Here's the
Patriots.
thing that, like, not even looking at the line, the Patriots' offensive line might be the worst in the NFL.
The Patriots wide receiver core might be the worst in the league.
Also true.
everything-
Like,
might be the
Yeah,
worst.
but you know what?
Yeah,
They're
like-
probably gonna have a good defense. They
will
just-
Matt Judon gone.
I don't
their
know.
best player is gone. Like
I don't know. It's just
I do like
This
fucking
game for
what's
me-
his name? What's the head coach's name?
Gerard Mayo.
Gerard Mayo.
I
I
don't
do like
him.
Gerard Mayo.
Nope. I don't like him. Oh, okay, I've talked myself out of it. Give me Bengals minus 8.5.
Here we go.
I mean,
Yeah.
after talking about that, there's just nothing. There's absolutely nothing I believe on.
You're
that team.
right. You're
He's not
100%
right with
right.
this. So, next game. This is a very important game. We got the Houston Texans traveling up to the Circle City, taking on Anthony Richardson. and the Patriots. Right now, the Texans are favored by 2.5 points. Over under 48.5. Matt, what do you got?
I mean, do I need to give the fucking home dog spiel again?
I don't think you do.
Okay. Then all that needs to be said is AR5, JT, Michael Pittman, Shane Steichen.
What about Donnie Mitchell?
Adonai Mitchell is good.
Adonai?
Adonai
Is that what
Mitchell.
he says? It's a
Is
Donnie.
it's Adonai?
I'm pretty
No,
sure.
it's Adonai. We're going with Adonai.
I do.
That's what
Adonai
Riley-
has a
Riley
way
said.
better ring
Yeah.
to it, but I'm pretty sure it's Adonai.
Yeah, that's not right.
The only thing that scares me
Anakin
about
Mitchell.
the only thing that scares me about the Colts is the fucking Gus Bradley defense. Like,
Yeah.
if they, the best thing is everybody's back. Like we added a couple good pieces, but for the like the core is back. D Buck, 99. D
Yeah.
Forrest, he's a dog.
Yeah.
Paid Kenny Moore, paid Zaire, like everybody's back. The defense is the only thing that scares me, but Colts money line plus 128. What are we talking about, boys? JT anytime touchdown wide.
Brenton, what do you got?
Ooh, the more I think about this, the Houston Texans do have a stud offense, really.
Sure.
And a
And
really good defense.
upgraded with Stephon Diggs,
Mm-hmm.
with already Nico Collins and Tank Dell.
They added Daniil Hunter on the defensive line.
But are we gonna get a little bit of a sophomore slump out of
That's
CJ
what I'm
Stroud?
feeling. That is
So
what
maybe
I'm
he's
feeling.
a little rough out of the gate. I still think he's great.
Here,
But maybe you do take Colts plus 2.5.
I like it. Maybe,
Keeping it close.
maybe buy it at 3.5. The only thing that does scare me, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry, go ahead. I had it, and then Brenton kept going, and then I lost it. So just come back.
I think it's gonna be a really exciting game. It is gonna be tough for the Colts. I don't have faith in Anthony Richardson. I know, he played 3 games.
4.
But how many of those games did he start and finish?
2.
I
I understand
I
that.
saw something today. You know how many high school games Anthony Richardson played?
I don't care.
17.
Cool.
And
Well,
he
he
played.
He's
5 seasons.
He's fucking
then
6'5", 230.
And then he
dude.
played.
He's a fucking
He
linebacker.
played very
playing
few games
quarterback.
in
Cam Newton's
college.
not in the league anymore.
His
so-
accuracy was really bad in college. I just don't think. I love Shane Steichen. I think he can game plan for anybody.
That's what gives me the most hope. Is Shane
But
Steichen is a fucking.
I
dog.
don't have faith in Anthony Richardson. I think the Houston Texans got better across the board. I love D'Amico
I know
Ryans,
what I was gonna say.
and I'm gonna take the Houston Texans minus 2.5.
The one thing that scares me about the Texans is, like, for them, they have so many weapons that if Diggs doesn't get the ball in the first quarter, he's done for
Oh,
the
he's
rest of the
pissed.
game.
I
pissed.
have a feeling that it won't matter. I think he is getting the
He's
ball no
pissed,
matter
dude.
what. Like he is
I
going
mean,
to get.
maybe,
Yeah.
but and they could shred up our secondary. That is
Yeah.
100% like.
All right, boys. How about for the next 2 games on the schedule? Because these 2 are the who
Yeah,
cares games of the week.
These would be quick.
All right, Minnesota Vikings at New York Giants. Giants 1.5 point dogs over under 41.5. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, don't care. To be
All right,
honest.
Vikings.
Vikings team right.
Sam Darnold.
I love
That
this.
would be the way I would lean,
Kevin
but-
O'Connell, give me Sam Darnold. Let's do it.
Actually, you know what? If Devin Singletary on the Giants, they got Brian Burns.
No.
Danny Dimes
No.
is not great, but like, who the fuck do the Vikings have?
And
mean,
actually,
you know what? They have
Justin
Kevin
Jefferson
O'Connell and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, give me
Yeah,
the
give
Vikings money line.
Yeah.
All right, Carolina.
Brian Daboll is calling plays though.
I love
Hey,
me
what
some
about
Brian.
JJ McCarthy, boys? Come on.
I love me. I absolutely love Brian Daboll, but he just there's nobody on the Giants this year.
Yeah.
All right,
Who
they're
cares?
they're
Stay
going to be
away.
getting a great quarterback this offseason though. Carolina Panthers at New Orleans Saints. Right now, Saints 3.5 point favorites over under 41.5. Again, Dennis Allen should have been fired years ago. I cannot stand the Saints. Give me the Panthers money line.
I actually don't mind the Panthers plus the points. I think they'll, hopefully, I think they'll be better than last year because they were horrible to watch.
Mhm.
But, I mean, we talked about the receiving core, Deontay Johnson, Adam Thielen, Xavier Legette. Like,
And then they have Jonathan Brooks, but he's hurt, so Chuba Hubbard's going to be pounding the rock.
Which,
Not bad.
I like Chuba Hubbard.
he's
Pretty
okay.
good.
He's okay.
Yeah.
What do you got on that one? Anything?
Yeah, I got nothing on that.
I don't know. I'm gonna stay away.
I may hammer Panthers money line because it just seems like they're going to come out because the Saints are so bad.
That
Who even is
feels.
their quarterback?
Derek Carr, baby. Yeah.
Have you remembered anything?
No.
You just drank your memory away.
I didn't even
You just
remember that
completely
yesterday.
forgot the last
Jesus
season.
Christ.
All right. Interesting game with
Think of who.
Interesting
So
game here.
unmemorable.
Yeah, you're right.
We got the Arizona Cardinals traveling up to Buffalo. Right now, Buffalo's 6.5 point favorites, over under 48.5. Kyler Murray's returning. We'll see what he is. A lot of people have high hopes for him this year. Buffalo Bills, a lot of people say this is their rebuilding year. I have heard some people on podcasts talk that, I think they reloaded. I think they did a lot of what the Chiefs did. And I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying, there are split opinions on the Bills right now. And I lean on the side of favoring the Bills. I like what the Bills are doing.
I hate
Britton, what do you got?
Boy, oh boy, looking at this game, it's just getting me fired up about Marvin Harrison Jr., buddy.
bud.
And Kyler Murray being back, he's not bad if he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Jimmy Connor
As
in the
long as he
backfield.
can see a little bit over his damn O-line, which is a struggle for him. He's a short
Get the
guy.
man a box.
I mean,
Get
does he
him
need
a
to
box.
go through his accolades again for you? Have you guys seen that?
Who?
Kyler Murray.
What accolades?
What, you want the Heisman?
Undefeated in high school in Texas.
Ooh.
No, it sounds like nothing, but nobody's ever done it. That's his exact words, quote unquote.
Nobody's
Then he
ever done it.
was number 1 overall pick in the NFL.
Yeah.
Heisman in college.
I forgot he won a Heisman.
Number 9 overall pick in the MLB. Also, nobody's ever done it. And then he was fucking a 2-time Pro Bowler. Kyler Murray is not too shabby.
I know. I just
know he's had a bad rap for the past couple years, but
I
Give
feel
me
like,
Cardinals money line.
ooh, Matt, what do you got?
Juicy.
I might end up sprinkling on that. I might put just a little
Hammer.
devilish parlay together
$5 on it.
and throw the Cardinals in there. I didn't have this on the slate before. Now that we're talking about it, and since my hatred for the Bills just continues to grow,
It's only because I love the Bills.
buying up the Cardinals to 7.5 feels like
What's the juice on that?
I don't fucking know. Not much. It's -110 at 6.5. That feels like a good bet. -138. What are we talking about? Yeah,
All right.
I might throw it in there come Sunday whenever I'm feeling a little horned up. Horned
Yeah.
up for football.
101 Eastern Time games.
Yeah.
Fucking Chris Hansen. Is that his name?
Yeah, Chris Hansen.
Coming
No,
across.
No.
Scott Hansen.
Scott Hansen. Chris
Hansen's
Hansen
to
is
catch
the-
a predator.
Yeah, sorry. Him coming up on red zone, dude. That just kind of made me chubbed up a little bit.
Yeah.
You were chubbed up with a 14-year-old boy. So.
Yeah. 6.5 is a lot of points, and I do think the Bills may have a couple struggles early in the season.
Their number 1 weapon is Dalton Kincaid.
I love Dalton.
I do too,
Dude.
but he's not a fucking number 1.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
He was the number 1 at Georgia. What are we talking about?
Was he?
Yes, he was the number
I
1
don't know.
before whoever they
Wasn't George
before Brock
Pickens
Bowers.
there?
No, he was the number
Number 1
before-
tight end. Okay, sure.
No, he was the number 1 receiving option because I'm pretty sure George Pickens was the year before him because George Pickens has been in the league 3 years. Dalton Kincaid came out last year, and now it was Brock Bowers this year. Yeah.
I
love
I have
Dalton.
no faith in the Bills.
Dalton Kincaid is. I love him on my fantasy team this year. He's gonna be awesome.
He's drunk.
All right, we got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling out to LA to take on damn Harbaugh and,
Welcome to the Poop
and
Bowl.
the Chargers. Chargers 3-point favorites over under 40.5. What do we got here, Brenton?
Man, I love a good Harbaugh brother in the NFL. Jim is hard to beat.
Jim is
He's a
fucking
great coach.
electric,
He's a
dude.
great coach.
I
and
love
the
that.
players love him. They
Yeah.
get fired up to play for him.
Yeah.
And I think they've made some upgrades. Obviously,
Except that they're wide
the
receivers.
wide receiver
Yeah.
core has left a little bit to be desired.
Joe, that's a good
And-
pickup for them.
and
They
who that-
needed that.
Yeah, but good
Khalil
old
Mack, Joey Bosa's back to being healthy.
Oh, come on. Come on. Give me the Chargers minus.
There we
3.
go. What do we got, Matt?
The Raiders are atrocious. Let's just say
So I think week 1 out of the gate, new offensive coordinator, new head coach, lost your top 2 wide receivers, lost Austin Eckler.
that. Okay.
I feel like that's
Austin Eckler lost himself.
Oh, bro.
true, but he was a massive part of their offense whenever they were having success. So, and we forgot to mention on the Raiders, they have Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins on the defensive line.
Okay, but
It's going to be a defensive battle.
Who's their quarterback?
Fucking
Gardner Minshew.
the shoe, bud.
Yeah, not good.
The Fu Man shoe.
The only
Uncle
thing he
Rico
has
himself.
is
Yeah.
an aura, and that's it.
Dude, I love me some Gardner Minshew.
Dude, Gardner is electric.
and
he's my number one.
I do love
got
their
Brock
head
Bowers.
coach.
Oh, and Antonio Pierce?
Antonio Pierce, yes.
Yeah.
I do like some Antonio Pierce. Yeah, it's a tough game.
Fucking that one might make the
Diversity
card for me,
hire.
too.
This one's a
boys.
tough game.
Diversity hire.
I don't know. I think the Raiders may keep it close. Divisional game, and like you said, Chargers new head coach, a lot of new pieces on the offense. They may come out slow. I like the Raiders to keep it close.
What are the odds for Jim Harbaugh to eat J.K. Dobbins' Achilles at halftime? Because it's already torn off the bone.
Minus 250.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next game. We got the Denver Broncos traveling up to Seattle to take on Geno Smith. Right now, Seahawks minus 5.5. Over under 41.5. Seattle Seahawks new head coach Mike McDonald. Love me some Mike McDonald. Matt, what do we got?
Another stay away game for me. I'm not real huge on taking like games with rookie quarterbacks in them week one. Like I just want to.
It is tough.
I do really like what Bo Nix did in the preseason, but it's the fucking preseason.
Yep.
So like, what do you know? And like, I do enjoy Sean Payton, but what is their defense gonna be? Sean Payton doesn't fucking run the defense.
They
They
did
lost-
just re-sign Patrick Surtain to a big
They
big
did.
deal.
They lost Justin Simmons, which is
Mhm.
I feel like a pretty big hit for them. And then outside of those two,
It's a team game, brother.
yeah, outside of those two though, I couldn't tell you a fucking person on their defense right
Yeah.
now, to be honest. And the Seahawks, like, I don't really know what they're gonna be either. Like, Geno back slinging the pill, like
Geno's been good.
he's been
Kenneth Walker back.
okay. Kenneth Walker is the only
Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah,
Anybody
okay.
in for the Zach Charbonnet?
Nope.
Kenneth Walker-
K9, brother.
Kenneth Walker and DK are what is going to
Let's
make
not
or
forget
break.
Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
We're not going to start Tyler Lockett.
Tyler
talking
Lockett's gonna score 50 fantasy points this game, and he's gonna explode. He's gonna combust the next game.
He will have 2 games this year where he is
Yeah.
unbelievable,
Yeah.
but he's not.
Tyler Lockett, have you seen the highlights where he...
And I hate to say that because I love Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett, have you
Beast.
seen the games where, like, the highlights where it's like, he just never gets tackled. He goes out of bounds or gets down. Like,
He ain't getting hurt.
dude, he does not take
Yeah,
tackles.
that's why
He
the
does. It's
longevity in the
hilarious,
league
dude.
is- Yeah.
Imagine if you could get Tyler Lockett to the playoffs.
Reminds
and
me
he
a
could
lot
do
of Marvin
50
Harris.
pointer
Oh.
game in the playoffs,
Oh.
dude.
Brendan, what do you got
come on.
here?
Oh, it's a tough game to bet. I don't like Matt said. I don't like the rookie QB. So Bo Nix is for sure
Bo
starting.
Nix is starting, yeah.
I don't like it. Geno has really, hit a renaissance in his career, and I think, Kenneth Walker is kind of a stud. So,
How was
But
Mike McDonald?
but I don't
Mike
wanna-
McDonald's a fantastic defensive coordinator. I think
for sure.
he's going to be a good head coach, I think.
Well, he also had a great defense.
Yeah.
Who's their receiver?
I'm not
I'll look it up. You boys keep.
Saddam Hussein. I don't know. I just don't feel like I can lay that 5.5 though on the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's a
I do like them to win, but
tough
I'm not
number.
gonna
Yeah.
lay that juice.
Especially at home. They're a good money line option to boost a parlay.
Yeah, maybe a little lay.
Yeah. I honestly like the Broncos 5.5.
You guys didn't know Ryan Grubb was the offensive coordinator for the
Dude,
Seattle
How many
Seahawks?
jokes do you think they managed to do? Like, hey, let's go get some grub.
I'm gonna take the Broncos
Fat
5.5. I think this is gonna be a good game. I think.
Broncos plus 5.5?
Yeah, give me Broncos plus 5.5.
I don't mind that. That would
Yeah.
be the side that I would.
I just think Sean Payton's gonna come up with a game plan. I like their running backs. I think Javonte Williams is gonna be back.
I do like Javonte Williams.
Yeah, he's gonna be back. Cortland Sutton is a good receiver. I've liked Cortland Sutton for a while.
Better than fucking Jerry Judy.
That jag, just a
Yeah.
guy.
Where's Jerry Judy at?
Browns.
Brown.
Oh, good. So I know what city
Yeah.
to bomb.
So over or under 41.5 kind of interests me. The under.
I hate Jerry
Um,
Judy.
That's what I was
I had
just.
him in fantasy. I want to kill.
I was
Jerry
on the other side, but I was just looking at the total. I kind of like the scoreboard to light up in this game. to
Really?
be
You
honest.
think it's gonna be a shootout?
I just like. I
Cortland
don't know
Sutton is
why.
a-
I have so much faith in Sean Payton's offense.
Well,
I really do.
Did you
He
Like,
does not
Did
have
you
Drew
watch
Brees
last
anymore.
year?
yeah, but
Were you there?
Russell Wilson
What, did you
is
just pop out of the womb?
he was running a high school offense because Russell Wilson couldn't understand what the fuck he wanted
Couldn't
to
throw
do.
over the middle of the field.
Like
Russell Wilson was a All-Pro Super Bowl winner.
okay.
Pete Carroll was in
All right. We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
All right. Dallas Cowboys travel up. to
Don't
Cleveland.
shit on Russell Wilson from 2012 to 2016.
The Browns are
Yeah.
2.5 point favorites. Over under 40.5. Matt, let's start with you on this one.
This has been a game that I put in a couple of early parlays that I feel like might have flipped.
Why are the Cowboys dogs?
Because
Oh no. So
I can't tell you. Because Dan Quinn's not there anymore? I'm not sure.
listen.
That doesn't make much sense to
I
me.
don't think that everybody's like every year going into the season, this is fucking Cowboys year, this is fucking Cowboys. I have not heard that one single fucking time this
So
year.
it's the Cowboys' year this year.
Maybe, but
They're
like
doing- they
I,
say it every year.
I don't think that
But
they
how much
like,
really changed?
what did they do in the offseason? Absolutely nothing.
That's true.
They re-signed CeeDee Lamb, but it took them fucking
But who
4
did they,
months
who
to
did they
do it.
really lose?
They,
though?
they,
True. I mean, they lost the tackle.
they brought in
Tyron
Dalvin
Smith.
Cook and Ezekiel Elliott.
Okay, yeah, fantastic.
It's like monster.
Two
RB
washed up
rating.
fucking running backs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so earlier in the year, whenever I took this game, Browns were at minus 118. So
Really?
it's
That's crazy.
it's gotten
Wow.
juice to the Browns 20 cents, and I will stick with the Browns money line.
I
I cannot trust the Browns.
I
like Kevin Stefanski a lot.
I really like Kevin Stefanski and Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, fucking. I know Nick Chubb's out right now. Jerome Ford's like a serviceable back.
He's fine.
Just because you said Jerry Jeudy, I'm going Cowboys money line.
Have fun.
I'm gonna take the Browns minus 2.5. Their defense, I think, is gonna be stellar again this year. And I like Kevin Stefanski a lot. So I'm gonna ride with you on that one.
Yeah.
Browns, give me the Browns. All right, we got the Washington Commanders with Jaden Daniels at the helm, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield, the re-signed Baker Mayfield. Right now, Buccaneers are 3.5 point favorites, over under 43.5. What do we got here, boys?
Oh shit. I personally have nothing on this game once again because it's fucking rookie quarterback. I want to see it before I put any money on it. The public side is heavy on the Bucs.
Really?
Very, very heavy on the Bucs. I don't have the exact numbers right now, but like I've heard that all the bets, all the money are coming.
That makes
on-
sense.
on
I
the
mean,
Bucs.
yeah.
Which obviously I don't like to be on that side either. Wouldn't want to take him at 3.5,
Do you need something?
and minus 180 is way too much to lay for the money line. So I'm gonna
Jules,
stay away
the audience.
on that game.
Jules,
Bradford?
Okay.
Oh man, dude. Give me the Baker Mayfields. I'm so glad Baker Mayfield's having like a renaissance.
I
in
do
his
like me
career.
some Baker.
He
He's
got me
enter-
fired up for that playoff game last
He's just
year.
entertaining to watch.
And then he's got two great wide receivers.
Yeah, I've heard way
Mike
too much
Evans.
slander on Mike Evans this
Dude,
this
Mike
past.
You've heard slander on
Yes.
Mike Evans?
Has he not
Yes.
had 1,000 yards in the last 300?
Tell me who's slandering.
I know, dude. It's fucking
Dude, come
absurd.
on.
He
I
gets,
will find them
he
and
gets
hurt
no
them.
respect at all.
If
from
Mike
anybody.
Evans has any other quarterback in NFL history, he might be the greatest wide receiver.
Bro,
of all
Mike Evans is an
time,
absolute
dude.
dog. And I've also heard
Just
I mean, him with
picture of
Brady. Like,
consistency.
I've also
Picture of
heard
consistency.
Chris Godwin is moving back into the slot where he was electric a
that
couple
would,
years
that
ago.
would be awesome.
And I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I like that. I wish I would have known.
My
that.
only thing is,
Give me Bucks minus 3.5. dude.
I'm going to go with you on that one. Give me the Bucks. I know the public's all over him.
Bake just throw. You can throw it up. You can throw it up to Mike Evans.
He's just entertaining. I just like watching the Bucks when Baker Mayfield
fired
is
up.
All right, boys.
Man, you gotta lay 50 cents to get him to 2.5 too.
Sunday night football. The
That's a
Los
great-
Angeles
great game right
Rams,
there, great
the
game.
Los Angeles Rams, led by Matthew Stafford, travels into Detroit to take on Dan Campbell and the Lions.
Wide MCDC wide.
Right now, the Lions are 3.5 point favorites, over under 51.5. Matt, what do you
Jesus
got?
Christ.
Julep is getting
50
fired up.
51
51.5.
Okay, so I don't have an official pick on this for the pod.
Sure.
Obviously, once I'm drunk enough on Sunday, I'm sure I'll cook up a parlay. I do think the Rams have a pretty
I have
pretty
to
nice
work on
bounce back
Sunday,
here
God
this
damn
year.
it.
Hmm?
I have to work on Sunday.
That is horrible for you.
It is
I
horrible.
Buddy, you're the manager. Why did you schedule
might just
yourself?
wanna fucking
I'm
call
gonna
it.
manage to watch all the games. And
There you go. There you go. I do think the Rams have a bounce back here. I like
Yep.
Matthew Stafford
Yep.
back healthy, Cooper Kupp back healthy,
Yep.
Puka Nakua obviously,
Wide.
Kyron Williams returning punts. Wood.
Blake Corum is returning kickoffs, so they're just trying the boys out.
Yeah, and I do like Blake Corum. I don't think he'll see a whole lot of
Nope.
playing time, especially this weekend. But the only thing that scares me about the Lions, like, they're going to be able to put up points, I think, because their offense is basically the same as it was last year. Their offensive line is unbelievable. And then the two-headed monster in the backfield is hard to stop.
Good.
But, like, if Aaron Glenn doesn't figure out the defense, like, you can't finish in the bottom fourth of the league.
Their defense should be a little better this year. I mean, as long as they can be average.
Yeah, that's all you have to be is
Yeah.
fucking,
Top
like,
10 defenses carry you to championship.
not even top 10, though. Like, with that offense,
Their
you can-
offense is probably the best in the league.
Well, no.
I will say their
top
offense is
3
the best in
for
the league.
sure.
Lions?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
All the weapons that they have,
I
like,
can't believe Calvin Johnson came out of retirement to play with them.
Dude, that would be electric.
So-
Even a 40-year-old Calvin Johnson is still a problem.
Just throw it up. Just throw it up to him.
Throw it up.
and I just,
Chill out.
I love,
Sorry.
like, the atmosphere that is going to be in Detroit for a Sunday night football game.
Megatron.
Hey, we're fucking hosting a show here, boys.
First off, we're entertaining the audience.
Yeah.
Juleps a star.
Yeah.
The atmosphere that's going to be in
Oh.
Detroit for Sunday night
Hey.
football.
I don't know if you guys saw Kelly Stafford standing at home with their kids. They do not want the Lions booing them this year.
Good. Keep your fucking. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. You're gonna get fucking canceled.
We're already canceled.
Yeah.
Keep your dishwasher at home.
So
Harrison Butker over
I'll
here.
probably be on the Lions.
You
I'll
know,
probably
watch
throw them in a
the
money
dishes.
line parlay at some
Yeah.
point. But yeah, that's all for me on that.
Brenton.
Ooh. I just don't see any world where and the Rams, obviously Matt Stafford's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think. But I just don't see any world where what the state of the Lions are like. Is Sam Laporta playing?
Yes.
Yes.
Their offense is full strength.
It's
Jameer Gibbs is like questionable, but I'm
He'll play.
almost certain he's
and I
playing.
think,
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I think
sure
Sam
they said
Laporta
it.
was questionable, but
Yeah.
was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like if they both play, dude, come on, who are you gonna guard, bro?
And look out for Jamison Williams to have
yes,
a way
Amon Ra, we
bigger.
have not mentioned Amon Ra yet.
Well-
Certified.
because you don't even have to mention.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
he
he's
fucking
there.
speaks for
I
himself.
love
Yeah.
him.
He's there.
You think the Detroit Lions? You think Amon-Ra St. Brown?
I mean,
The Sun God.
give me the Lions -3.5 at home, Ford Field.
That's the problem.
Shit's gonna be electric.
If it was 2.5, okay, I'd be right there at the window for the Lions. But the hook, like being
3.5 is
being
it's just
what is now going to be a rivalry game for as long as Stafford is.
Stafford has been looking forward to. I mean, he wants
Exactly.
to go out there and do it.
So-
after that game last year.
Heartbreaker, yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be an awesome game, and honestly,
Unbelievable.
the spread scares me either way. This is a coin flip game for me.
Yeah.
It's just going to come down who has the ball last. Give me over 51.5, though. I think it's going to be a
Oh, yeah.
shootout.
Yeah.
And what a way to start
Yes.
the NFL season on Sunday.
And
night, boys.
we have forgot to mention. I know I said that I expect the Rams to kind of bounce back this year.
Stay on
Fuck
the
out.
limelight.
You-
okay?
Shut your mouth.
Aaron Donald not being on the defense
That is tough.
a
Forgot he
huge fucking
retired.
yes. That's a huge.
That's tough.
Missing
I saw
piece
an
for the
interview. Sean McVay, he was like, Aaron, anytime you want to come back,
Fuck
your
yeah.
pads are in the
We'll
locker,
sign you
buddy.
to let's be the
Yeah.
NBA. We'll sign you to a
They're
10-day
like
contract,
5-5
bud.
after the first 10 games. And they're like, get this man back.
No.
Aaron, we need you to play running back, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Boys,
QB?
what a
Yeah.
way to finish off a Sunday. And then you know what? We're going into Monday Night Football.
All the way to Bay.
New York Jets are traveling out to the Bay, take on Brock Purdy and the Super Bowl runner-up 49ers. Right now, the 49ers 4.5-point favorites, over under 43.5. Brenton, what do you got?
I mean, last year's Monday night opener, probably the worst thing to happen since 9/11.
Yeah, I mean,
On
take it,
9/11.
Oh, dude.
throw it out the window.
Oh, no.
Aaron Rodgers gets hurt,
How many times are we going to see that clip? Like, of him running that flag onto the field?
but he is back.
Hell
And
yeah.
what's the date gonna be? What's the date gonna be?
Not 9/11.
9-9 or 9-8 or
Yeah.
9/9. They will remember 9/9, and they will the San Francisco 49ers will
Hell yeah.
fear 9/9.
Hell yeah,
It
brother.
will be their 9/11. The New York Jets are coming with a vengeance.
I fucking love this.
Plus 180.
Fuck yeah.
Come on. The San Francisco 49ers. A little bit of a Super Bowl. We got beat. Oh, sorry us.
Kyle Shanahan has seen worse things than some Vietnam veterans. Like, the man has...
Does he run for shelter when fireworks go off?
Buddy.
No, he doesn't.
Kyle Shanahan has some of the worst Super Bowl histories. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he
28-3. 2 times the Chiefs.
has...
New York Jets money line.
Matt?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I love them at the plus 4.5. If I have to say it again, the loser of the Super Bowl 5-19 against the spread. I mean, hey, trends don't lie, bud. Elliott lies, trends don't lie. Okay, so and like I yes, Hassan Reddick has not signed a deal yet, and who knows if that'll happen. But the pieces that they've added on that team,
He hasn't even been in the building, though. There's no way he's playing.
no, for sure he's not
Yeah.
playing this week, and who knows if he'll play at all. But I love them picking up Mike Williams. I really do.
That is-
I'm sure
yep.
he will get hurt.
Yep.
But that is a huge fucking
Yeah.
threat
Throw-
on the
throw
opposite
that
side of
shit
Garrett Wilson.
up.
Yeah,
Throw
like
that
Brees
shit
Hall,
up.
Garrett Wilson,
Brees Hall's healthy.
Tyler Conklin,
Yeah.
Tyler. Okay,
Yeah, I mean, you could have said basically any other name on the roster and it would have been
I
fine.
like him.
Sure.
I think he's fine. I
Sure.
think he's a good tight end.
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner still on the defense?
Sauces.
At this
Sauce, hold every receiver, Gardner.
time? Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
They
I think their
are.
defense stays strong, and I obviously really love their offense. So I like the plus 4.5 a lot, and I'll sprinkle plus 180 as well. Revenge game for Bob Salah against the 49ers.
I don't think it's a revenge game. I think he left on pretty good terms.
Yeah, but we'll call it a revenge
He's
game.
getting revenge.
Okay, all right.
The only thing that does scare me about that, though, is like him and Kyle Shanahan went head to head how many times in practice? Like they know
And
each other.
if I had to pick one of them to come out in the coaching
I'm
battle,
taking Aaron Rodgers.
I'm saying in the coaching battle, I'm taking Kyle Shanahan over like
Wrong.
no. I do agree. I think the Super Bowl hangover is real, but they did get Brandon Ayuk on a deal. Christian McCaffrey returning.
Jesus
Like
fucking
I
Christ,
mean-
I was so sick of hearing about
A
that.
deal. They've overpaid that one.
he is actually really underrated.
But
But
actually pretty good.
I mean,
Debo Samuel's back to
30 a
healthy.
year for him is not
Yeah,
bad.
Debo Samuel back to healthy. Defense at full strength. I do think the 49ers come out with a win. I do think the Jets keep it close though. And I think
Are you taking a pick?
yeah, I think well, I guess technically not. Because I'm not gonna take
No value.
I'm not gonna bet on the Jets. I think
You're an Aaron Rodgers hater. We
No,
fucking
no,
get
no.
it, dude.
I think there's a lot of chaos in that
always
building.
have been, always
Aaron
will.
Rodgers is holding the Jets hostage.
What are you talking about, dude?
And there was
You're
a-
the only one that's saying this.
No, I'm not. There was a
Okay,
survey.
if
Oh
having
my
an
God.
ayahuasca dispenser in the locker room is hostage, then
No, there was a anonymous survey done with like agents around the NFL, and they said that one of the questions were which organization is run the worst right now, and there were several of them that voted the Jets
It's
because
not because of Rodgers.
yes, it is.
That's
That's exactly
that's
why.
because the Jets are a bad franchise, dude. It's not
Aaron
because
Rodgers.
of Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is not a good teammate. I will stand by that.
All of his teammates love him. So
Nope.
he may not be a good brother, but he's a good teammate.
I don't. I
love him.
don't. I don't agree.
Ask Devontae
Even though
Adams.
I think as long as Rodgers stays,
every teammate that has ever been, besides fucking the one wide receiver that won't shut the fuck up because it's the only pub that he ever
Right.
gets is talking shit about
I-
him. Everybody loves
Randall
Aaron
Cobb
Rodgers.
loves him.
okay, I'm gonna say something nice about the Jets. I think as long as Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, they will have a good season.
For sure, yeah.
I just don't think that Robert Salah is a good head coach.
Okay, you're not saying anything that is done.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Congratulations.
yeah, that's what my point is. Is like, I don't think
Deal.
they're just gonna travel into San Francisco and beat a team that is across the board. If you line every player up, I would say San Francisco wins except for Brock Purdy is probably not as good as Aaron Rodgers, but
Stop. Put more assurance in that statement for me, please.
okay, Brock Purdy is not cannot see the field as good as Aaron Rodgers, but just in terms of age, I would rather have Brock Purdy right now.
Brock Purdy's
Sure.
dog.
So that's what I'm saying. Is like across the board.
What's that? 4 picks on Christmas Day against the Ravens?
What?
I couldn't hear that.
What?
Say it
Ravens.
louder.
Okay, Ravens defense is better than Jets defense, but
Is it?
I would say so.
I don't know, man.
Maybe
I would say maybe not this year, but last year they were. Anyway,
Don't say
I
Ravens are.
I'm taking
Don't say
the
that.
49ers are going to win the game. I do think the Jets keep it close. I'm not going to have an official pick. I will probably take a couple.
The only thing that
touchdowns
scares me away from the 49ers is all of the offseason fucking controversy that has happened around that building. Controversy.
Well, I mean, they got a deal done with Trent Williams. They got a deal done with Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah,
that was their
1
two.
week before the fucking season opened.
Trent
Hassan Reddick is not reported to the building.
He
Trent
hasn't
Williams
been there.
only
Who gives
showed
a
up.
fuck?
Trent Williams only
He's not
showed up
the
because
only
Ricky
piece.
Pearsall got shot.
But you just said there's a bunch of.
And they just got a white boy to fucking.
They got something to fight for.
Who? What? They should be fighting the gang. They should
No,
not be
okay,
fighting
you
each
can't
other.
you can't say that like there's a bunch of controversy around the 49ers while also at the same time having the Jets who have not got a deal done
Yeah,
with
but-
Hassan Reddick.
That hasn't been like a bigger thing than the Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams deal.
Okay, I don't think it's been reported on as much, but I think it is just as big of a deal. Is he not an all-star pass rusher?
Sure. Yes. 100%.
So what are we talking about here?
But it's not like you lose Trent Williams.
Oh,
that is-
no, I agree.
like,
Trent Williams
you're
is
fucked
Trent
on the
Williams is
offense.
the most valuable probably player in the NFL right now.
Most valuable lineman for sure.
I think he's up there as almost most valuable player in the NFL.
For sure,
like,
yeah.
He is
Yeah.
so good. And their splits when he's in or out is insane. But
He's a dog.
I don't think the Jets are I just don't think people are too many people are like the Jets are gonna be so awesome. It's like you have the oldest quarterback in the league. The man can't
Nope.
move. Like his last year at the Packers was not good. He was too scared in the pocket. I don't think the Jets' offensive line is that good. Nick Bosa, this is election year.
Your ass is leaking, bud, because you're just talking
he's not-
all out of it right now.
No, but he wants Donald Trump to win. You know
Who?
Nick Bosa.
Nick
Oh,
Bosa
Bosa. I
is-
thought we were talking about
It's
Rodgers.
election
Great
year.
quarterback.
It's election year, and Aaron Rodgers is a liberal.
You don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be out there for RFK Jr.?
That's what I'm saying. Nick Bosa's gonna try to kill this man. He's gonna say you disrespected Donald Trump.
Yeah, but he's whack.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's a-
That's true. I forgot he's up against a white quarterback. Nick Bosa's terrible against white quarterbacks.
He is. It's
Yeah, I think we got a great slate of games though. So
the games are
boys,
electrifying.
we are-
game that we get to watch
Boys,
on NFL Sunday.
we are officially at week 1. What a
Oh my
week!
gosh.
boys. This is so exciting.
What a treat.
Less than 24
Ah, baby, let's
hours,
go.
We're
What
gonna
a
be
treat.
watching NFL
Thank you for
football.
tuning in. Oh, you got
Two of
something?
the best AFC games.
Real quick, I just like 2 college football games this weekend. Texas going into the big house,
Mhm.
minus 7.5. Michigan did not look great last week
Nope.
at all against Fresno State.
Nope.
I do think they'll look better. If you can buy them down to 6.5, I would take that because the 7 on the hook kind of scares me, but you know it is what it
Especially
is.
in the big house.
Yeah, the big house will be rocking. And then Tennessee going into North Carolina State. I mean, those are the 2 like headliners
Mhm.
of the
What's Tennessee
college football
at?
Saturday. 7.5. Also,
Ooh. Give me Tennessee and Texas money line together.
Ooh. Actually, give me 2 seconds. I will figure out once I can clear the fucking bet slip.
UFC card this weekend. Not a great card.
Who's the headliner?
Gilbert Burns versus Sean
Oh,
Brady.
actually,
So that's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
a banger
I like
of a
that.
head.
What do we got?
Mine's
headliner.
134. Not bad.
Yeah.
Don't mind it. You could throw in another couple for sure.
Yeah,
money line,
yeah.
long odds and.
Gilbert Burns plus 146
Money
against
line?
Sean Brady. Yeah, money line.
Oh.
And
Burnsy's off a couple losses?
he beat Masvidal, and then he
I
lost.
think he's lost 2 in a row now.
He lost to Jack Della Maddalena. I know that was the last one, but he was honestly winning that fight, and then got.
He lost to Kamzat before
Need.
that too.
But
Yeah.
that was a fucking dog fight.
yeah, that was a bang.
It honestly could have went either way.
Give me Gilbert. I love me.
I do like Gilbert,
Gilbert is Sean Brady can only grapple basically. 'Cause we saw Bilal Muhammad outbox Sean Brady.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has lost 2 in a row. Jack Della Maddalena and Bilal. Gilbert Burns.
He lost to Bilal. What?
Unanimous decision.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Bilal, remember the unanimous
The
decision.
fucking crotch sniffer, yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, I think Gilbert Burns will be able to keep this on the feet, and I don't think Sean Brady's going to be able to box with him.
I like that a lot.
I don't even hate Gilbert Burns TKO plus 430.
I like that a lot.
Oh, that is.
It's crazy
spicy.
that Sean Brady's actually plus 380 for KOTK.
That's crazy.
And I don't think Sean Brady's a very good boxer. Gilbert Burns has boxed with the best. of
He's
them.
got
Yeah.
power.
He's got
too.
hands.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Is that your only UFC pick?
Yeah, I don't really have anybody else.
Yeah, the rest of the card is kind of. I mean, Jessica Andrade at plus 250. That's good odds.
I mean, the rest of them are good fights, but just
Yeah.
stay away.
Thank you for watching this.
Hell
week.
yeah, baby!
Be back next week for week
Fantastic.
two.
baby.
Let's have a fantastic week one. Let's win all our bets.
Yep.
Come back with big old bankrolls. I'm gonna win every bet this weekend, Matt. You watch
He's
me.
gonna win everything.
Spit on it.
All right, boys.
Hell yeah.
Let's have a week one. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Tune in next week for another Birds and Burst game.
Bye.